back to WSII. Marquise, you guys have had 6 consecutive winning seasons, but haven't won more than 8 games in a year since 1997. What's going to be the biggest factor this year in determining whether you guys have another good year or a special season?
We're going to come out and compete. We've been really impressed with this summer. The coaches are really glad what we were brought to the table this summer. And guys are buying in on what Coach Fedora is trying to do. And that's the only thing we need. We need everybody to stay on one train and not 10 guys and one guy is on by himself. We're going to come together as just one unit and compete at the highest stake and play Carolina football smart, fast, and physical.
Put your questions on this side.
Mandy with WRAL in Raleigh. First part of my question is, how much did the experience of you playing last year help with you moving in as kind of the man this year? And how much do you like that college football now has a playoff?
Oh, I love it because, I mean, it gave me a lot of confidence. After winning the Bell Bowl down in Charlotte, in my hometown, it gave me a lot of confidence. It gave a lot of guys on the team confidence. I mean, coming off a winning record and a winning bowl game, it gives you the next step and taking it to the next season. And we're ready for that, and we're going to do our best and come to compete at the highest task this year and do whatever it takes. And as a media, it helps me out a lot. I mean, I'm playing with a chip on my shoulder. I feel like I have to go out and earn something what I deserve, and I'm just going to compete at the same time.
Same side of the room right here. Oh, follow.
How much do you enjoy that college football now has a playoff and there are 4 teams left at the end of the year?
Oh, I think that's very, very incredible because, I mean, it gives other teams that never had the opportunity to play for a college championship, the opportunity to play for one. I mean, you could, like I think back at NIU when they played a couple years ago in the Orange Bowl. Certain teams get left out just because they're Division A, and I think it's very impressive to have a playoff, and it's going to be very exciting to see how it goes this year.
Marquise Williams from Raleigh. Running back numbers in North Carolina, with the exception of Gio a couple of years ago, have been pretty anemic. This is a school that has probably as many 1,000-yard running backs in history as anybody, and there have only been Gio and Jonathan Lenton dating back to the mid-'90s. The running game improved in quantum last year when you took over a quarterback. The running numbers went up from like 100 yards a game to 150. Why is that, and how important is the continued improvement of the running game for North Carolina's success this year?
Well, it started with the offensive line. I mean, those guys knew that we had to get it together in the front four to establish what we needed to do. And when those guys told me the train was going to keep moving, you have to come on and be ready to go, and I was ready to go. And I gave them that extra wheel in the backfield. You know, also with our running backs, I just gave them a little extra more because I can also run the ball too. And with those big guys in front of me, I was just ready to go behind them, and I knew I wasn't going to get touched with those big horses I have.
Got a question right here on this side of the room.
Spencer Turpin, ESPN Radio here in the Charlotte. What is it going to be like having Elijah Hood and TJ Logan behind you in the backfield?
It's incredible, man. We have 4 good backs, but Elijah Hood, if you haven't noticed, Hood, this guy squatted 605 as a freshman on Friday. And I seen offensive linemen doing that, but he's a running back squatting 605. I never seen him a day in my life, but TJ Logan is a guy that cut the backfield up and do anything he wants, and he has like 7 gears. It's like a Mustang with a neon speed and stuff like that. But it's going to be great to see what those guys bring to the table this year, and I'm glad to have a backfield like that because I'm pretty sure we're going to need four footballs in the backfield to try to feed all those guys.
What are you most excited about?
I'm excited to get the season started. I'm excited to get the ball to the playmakers that we have, like Ryan Switzer. That's my I call him Jitterbug because he's like a little jitterbug. And he's always nagging people, and he's just all across the field, man. Those guys are work their tail off to be impressive this year and try to play Carolina football. And we're ready for a big thing to turn around. Every time you notice that we think of Carolina football, when you Carolina, you think of basketball, you don't think of football. And we're trying to change the program around as Carolina basketball and Carolina football school.
Right here in the front.
Marquise, Dan Torr, broadcast media. We talked about the playmakers that you have on this offense. How do you define the offense moving forward for you and your expectations of yourself and of them?
As a quarterback, we talk about it all the time. You don't have to be too flashy. You just distribute the football to the playmakers and let them do the rest. And those guys want to make plays like Brian Switzer, Quinshad Davis, T.J. Thorpe, Jack Tabb. Those, just put the ball in those guys' hands and they're going to do the rest for us. And as a quarterback, you don't have to be too flashy, just get things going.
Marquise, thank you. We'll talk defense now with